Hey, sports porchers, it's your hockey Jesus, and I'm back with analysis of the Pittsburgh Penguins versus the Anaheim Ducks. Well, it seems like deja vu all over again for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Another game where they pretty much dominate and they give up a goal with zero point 0.1 seconds left. That's right, not 1 second left, not a half a second, zero point 0.1 seconds left. With the goalie pulled, they tie it up, and of course, it goes into a shootout, and we all know what happens in the shootout. I want to cry, but I'm not going to because, we get a point, we get a loser point, but boy, these shootouts are absolutely killing us. Let's go through the game here. Pre-game, Malkin, we found out, is going to be on the IR from week to week. They got Connor Clifton in for for another defenseman, and the Penguins were playing against Anaheim, and they have three absolute Penguin killers on their team: Chris Kreider, Trouba, and Vetrano. These guys kill us, and they didn't tonight. The first period was totally dominated by the Pens. They get a goal by Achari, but Husso really kept them in it. Husso was great all game long. That's the Anaheim's goalie. In the second, looked like Pens had some trouble clearing the zone a couple times, cost them a couple goals. But my buddy, you know it, Tommy Novak, staying hot. He's my guy. Tommy Novak is my guy. Ever since I knighted him as my guy, he's just been red hot. Of course, it helps to play with Sidney Crosby and Brian Rust on the first line. He gets a late period goal, and we go into the third all tied up. Really, there were very few stoppages in that third period until Pens get a power play goal, and it only took them 5 seconds for Anthony Mantha to get on the board, which looked like the game-winning goal, which was also very much a puck luck goal, and looked good. I mean, Penguins, they pull the goalie. Pens did a pretty good job of not giving up too many short chances. And they actually get a power play out of it. Kreider pulls down somebody and, trying to get to the puck. And it looked like it was in the bag. They had the puck in their own end, 17 seconds left. And they come down the left side. I'm not going to show the highlight. It's a little embarrassing. But made a really nice play around Letang, through his skates, gets it on goal, and then Carlson dives inexplicably, touches the puck, puts it in the goal right between Shilov's legs with 0.1 seconds left. Let's get to some of these comments. Oh, man, how do you lose to the Ducks? The Ducks actually, Derpy, are a pretty good team. They're very talented. They didn't really show their talent tonight. The Pens did a really good job of not going too much back and forth with the Ducks. But, yeah, losing like that absolutely is a killer. There's nothing you can do. MK's in the house. He says, we need to take a small break from the Pens. A bit too heated at the end these games. Yeah, you guys are right. You were watching the game. You knew what happened. The end of that game was just absolutely heartbreaking. But I hope you stayed to watch the overtime. Other than that 4-on-3, what were they doing on that 4-on-3? Pass. Perimeter. You got a 4-on-3 advantage. You got to shoot the puck. I mean, come on. I know they're probably gripping it too tight because Husso was doing a pretty good job at saving the puck at that point, but you just got to let it fly. To me, it looked like Sid and Rusty looked a little tired out there. I would have probably put the kid line out there just to see what the heck's going on. But yeah, that overtime was just fantastic. That shot by Novak that went off the post. Almost went in. Sid couldn't get his stick on it. Lacombe did a really good job of tying up Sid there. And what are you going to do? I mean, you don't get the luck in the overtime. The Penguins absolutely cannot do this in the shootout. And let's talk what they did in the shootout. They tried something different at least this time. Novak was the first guy out there. He got a pad save against him. Sid, glove save, just shot it. I think Sid needs to go back to that backhand move for him. I know is it's classic for Sid. It seems to work for him in a shootout. I go back to the backhand, Sid. I think that's your bread and butter. It seems like that's the way we're going to score a goal. And they put Koivunen out there for the third shot. He just kind of, honestly, didn't even look like he got a shot off. Just fumbled the puck right into the pads. And it only took two shooters for Anaheim. First guy, Leo Carlson. I told you, he's a superstar for the Ducks. He scored with just an absolute sick, filthy goal. And Terry missed the whole net. Probably the only reason why he didn't make it in. And they didn't even need to go to the third one because that's the way the ball bounces, or in this case, the puck bounces. Hey, the Penguins worked really hard tonight, outshot the Ducks 47-28. It's just unfortunate that they ran into a hot goalie. Husso had a .938 save percentage. Sheeloff actually didn't look bad. He made some timely saves. He played good enough to win that game, minus that last goal that went in off Carlson's glove. He only had an .894 save percentage. That's, 50-50. When you're sub 900, chances are you're not going to do too well in the win-loss column. So, hey, but let's talk about the positive, okay? The Penguins have now scored points in 4 straight games. I know 2 of them were losers. I get it. You want to get the shootout. You want to get that extra point, but tonight the Penguins just they just couldn't figure a way to get that last set of points. Hey, I see a lot of people online. Thanks for watching me. If you like what you're hearing, smash that subscribe button. I'm here after every single Pittsburgh Penguins game, every single one. Tonight, I have to report that the Pittsburgh Penguins are losers, and it really hurts me to say that, but that's the way it is. But the homestand's still on, so you still can get your tickets. Pittsburgh Penguins up next are Montreal Canadiens. They play Thursday night. And Saturday, you got San Jose coming into town. And Sunday, you got a Saturday-Sunday back-to-back, both afternoon games in the Berg. They play San Jose and Utah in those back-to-back games. And that's it. That's all I got for you guys tonight. One thing I was listening to the radio on the second period. And did you know that Brian Rust has a stuttering impediment? I didn't know that about Brian Rust. He's been with the Penguins for how long? I never knew that. They were talking. They were giving a story about him and Leo Carlson. I guess also does, and he friended him up, and they've got some. I think it's called Friends of Stutter or something like that. That they've got a .org. So you should check that out. Maybe it's the giving season. Maybe you want to give a little to them. Also, believe it or not, Rutger McGroarty and Carter Gauthier are best friends. Known each other since they were 10 years old. Boy, those must have been some good Pee Wee games, huh? So, just a little tidbit there instead of having a highlight for you tonight. I could not show that goal. Sorry, just couldn't do it. So, that's game 28. Pittsburgh Penguins are 14-14 with 35 points. You will never hear me put that third column in. If you know who I am, you know I don't do it. So 14-14, 35 points. That's trending for 102 points on the season. That's good enough for a playoff spot. Sidney Crosby got a point tonight. That means he's only 5 points away from tying the big guy, Mario Lemieux. He's got 1,718 points. Regular season, Sidney Crosby. That's it for the HJ. I will be back Thursday night against Montreal. Let's see if we can stay out of the shootouts. All right? Hey, until then, be good. I'll see you in the next one.